So I'll go ahead and start off by saying, first off, I'm tired of seeing people saying anything about Ava is transphobic, and everybody saying that Ava has set back the trans community by 30, 40 years, whatever you want to say. Because, yeah, one person's not going to do that. And also, to top it off, just because you talk about somebody that did something deplorable does not mean it's transphobic in any way. Go ahead and also say all these are allegations. There's a lot of potential evidence being put up on Twitter and a few other things by a guy named Brian or Brain. Nathan W. I'm Brain Freak, is bringing out a lot of stuff that actually has turned heads and kind of convinced people of the worst. Now, I don't mean that these are lies. I'm not saying they're fake or fabricated. Could they be? Yes. I'm not saying there's not a possibility. But at the same time, I'm on the side of belief that Ava did this, and honestly, Ava deserves to go to jail at this point if everything that leads to technically being illegal. So let me go ahead and say this. What I covered originally looked like it was just, and I say just, I don't mean it lightly, but only spoke to minors in a very crude and offensive way. While yes, that is wrong and shouldn't be done, and it's morally wrong, they should be, they should be held accountable, no different than Dr. Disrespect. That's how I look at it. Well, then you add into the potential accusations of what would look like the starting points of grooming. It would actually teeter over into very bad territory, even outweighing saying some really dumb shit in front of kids. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you go to his Twitter and look at everything, basically all these photo dumps and absolute dumps. So there's huge quantities of it. There's quite a few children. Everyone knew that they were there, while also apparently posting and being told to post porn, quite literally pornographic material, and loading them in, hentai and such, and giving these to children basically, which I don't know if you know is a crime. That's kind of where I just draw the line. That right there just shows there was intent behind a lot of things to me, because if you're going to give children porn and just kind of pretend, oh, it was just me being edgy, it's not edgy to give people porn. It's not edgy to give people, a younger audience, children, stuff that is not accessible to them by legal means. Well, yes, it is easily accessible to find porn on the internet. It is very easy. At the same time, that is not for you to give to them. So Ava just apologizing and stepping away from Mr. Beast is not enough. And I assume Mr. Beast, since he's going to be doing a full-on investigation, apparently, he's supposed to be doing that, I have no doubt that he would find something. Now, if he doesn't find anything, and he says he doesn't, that's going to put Nathan under scrutiny, because all of this evidence, and I'm saying that with quotation marks, because we still have to look at the possibility it could be photoshopped, faked, anything could be done, okay? It's not unheard of for people to try to go after people that they're mad at, for whatever reason. Now, being that Nathan brought all this to light, the person by the name of Lava, has originally came forward and said nothing was wrong, it was just edgy, and that was it. Well, now they've pretty much did a 180 and has said at this point that, yeah, it was borderline creepy. It was pretty much, I'm putting words in this, basically a version of grooming. Now, some of these screenshots also show Ava actively pursuing in a very unsettling manner talking to a child. Now, it was a child that apparently just literally commented on Twitter in one of the posts, and Ava saw it, went for the person, and was conversing with them. And after a little while, said, "Hey, your birthday's coming up, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how old are you turning?" 14. "Oh, what would you like for your birthday?" And they said, "Well, just play some Fortnite with me, blah, blah, blah." Then Ava turns to say, "Hey, why can't I just buy you something? You don't want anything expensive? I would love to spoil you." Now, I need you to understand, this is not a grandkid, a niece, a nephew, their own child. No, this is a random person, a random, fan. All these are still accusations. Let me go ahead and just say all that. This is my opinion. This is what I think. And going forward, I want you to understand, I don't want any harassment, anybody doing a witch hunt. You go ahead and just looking into it, look into it, read everything, watch everything, formulate your own opinion. I'm merely just bringing everything out there. Merely I'm speaking about it. I really don't have any of these screenshots right now. But if you want to go to his Twitter, it's going to be I'm Brain Freak. He's the one exposing all this. If you'd like to go look at that. And a person by the name of Lava. Now, I can't remember Lava's whole handle, but it's Lava something. But this puts this whole situation in legal territory. Like, quite literally, the law would need to be involved. Now, from my understanding, if you are to introduce minors into any capacity, whether you're in a park peeing on a bush, giving them porn, you are considered a registered offender. And I have to be careful with certain words. But basically, you would have to go on the registry for providing pornographic material to a child or a minor, however you want to look at it. And I think that's the problem here. That willingly was done. The knowledge and the understanding that children were there was there. There's a reason why we have laws in place to kind of prevent certain things. I know Sneeko is an idiot and believes that you can just biologically understand every single human being, but the reason why we do it at 18, for anybody that wants to know, and why that everything under that's a minor, is because of just basic average biology. Like, the average person is pretty well an adult at 18. The reason why it's 18 at midnight, you have to draw a line in the sand for legal reasons. Same thing for some places, it's legal to have marijuana, while other places it's not. And then some of the places where it's legal to have marijuana, you can only have so much. There's a line drawn legally for a reason. It's so people can either be on one side or the other. There's not supposed to be a gray area. I know Sneeko's had a word to say about, age of consent. And for the people that are saying like, oh, 16 and 17 is also the age of consent, first off, these were people younger than that. Two, a lot of the laws I had to look at, come to find out, 16 and 17 are only legal to like ages like 20, 21, and like upwards of 23. Everything outside of that's still illegal. And even then, there's a lot more hills to climb. But still, for future reference, look at your local laws. If you're going to say, oh, well, it says age of consent is 16, there's stipulations behind that. You need to double check that so you don't look like an idiot. But we're just going to say 18. Let's all be completely on the same page, 18. These people were under 18. Hell, they were under 15. These people were too young to be provided any of this provocative stuff. I have 100% firm belief that Ava is actually a part of what I would consider PDF. I do 100% believe that. The fact she supported, Shadman, that right there is 100% a red flag to me. And at the same time with sharing hentai to, children, she is 100% a PDF to me. I will die on that hill. I'm not going to lie. That's something that I think should be looked into. And if Mr. Beast is doing the investigation, like he said, there's one little problem, back or forth. If anything's found, clearly there would be repercussions. If nothing is found, I would have to put in question whether or not Mr. Beast really had somebody investigated. And two, Mr. Beast has like his entire integrity on the line. This is stuff that, he has built for years to be able to benefit a lot of very, either poor, hungry, or, very unlucky people, and is trying to do better. Now, that this is all out in the open, this puts him under scrutiny. Not to mention, a lot of people have come out to say he's known about all this, that he knew about the offensive behavior on Discord, which is really damning in his character. And that's a real big problem if it is found to be true. But like I said, I'm going to end this by saying, please, no witch hunts. No getting goofy. Don't get wild. Don't go after this person. That's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.